Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're well. Hope you're all having a lovely day wherever you are. Just want to show you this job we're on at the moment. We're at a school. Let me turn the camera around. I'm on the iPad, guys. Sorry, so it's a bit shaky. Let me turn the camera around for you. All right, let me show you what they're up to. So, over here, we've got some tennis courts, as you see. Some very nice tennis courts too, actually. And you've got a retaining wall just here, all nice. And then have a look at the old one. See the old one over there? Come closer. So this one here has been replaced recently, you can tell. Well, not recently, but more recent than that one there. Look at the old girl. She's seen better days. So yeah, so they're just replacing that there at the moment. Well, at the moment, that's what they're planning to do, I should say. So you see the difference between the new one, or the newer one and the old one? That's what they're replacing there. So they're going to be digging right through here. This is where the work's going to be. And they want to make sure that there's no services coming through. They want to make sure there's no pipes or anything that are running down along this way at all, or that are running underneath through here. So yeah, so that is what they're up to today. So that is what we're up to today, I should say. We're just going to try to tell them all the services that we can find that go between there. We're at a school. There's no plans of any of the underground services that go through here, so we've got to do it the old-fashioned way. We're going to try to hook on to everything we can see, try and just work out, play detectives, which is what we do every day, I guess, really. We're just going to go through and hook onto any water tap we can see, hook onto the gas pipe, hook onto the telephone cables, lift up the pits, go in, hook on to the, open up the switchboards, hook onto the power cables there. So that is what Sean is up to today. He's trying to find it all as we go at the moment. We've already found power, although it only went to a power point. But yeah, that's one of the bad parts, not bad parts, but that is why one of these jobs are slow, because we literally hook onto every single thing we can see, speaking to anyone that walks past, asking anyone that knows anything about the area. The school's been here 150 odd years, I think, so it's an oldie. But we've got to go through and try and take our time and work out individually, one by one, where they all go. Let's have a look. Come forward, I'll show you what's happening. Alright, so I'll start here first. I'll show you this one first. So we've got a switchboard just there, and there's a cover. So that tells me that there's definitely an underground service in the area there. So we opened it up and it turned out to be a power cable, which is what we suspect for this to be here. So power cable, hooked onto it to see where it was going, and it turns out that it's going, have a look at the orange dots, orange dot, straight over to power point. So yeah, pretty straightforward, what you'd expect. But we just had to make sure that that's where it went, and it didn't go over to any of the other schools, didn't go down to any old lights that might have been on the tennis court, anywhere like that. So let me show you the next one that Sean's doing right now. So Sean's just about to start trying to locate where the water is. If you have a look in here, let's put the earth in now. And there, right hidden in there, is the water meter. See that? So the question is, where does she go? Does it go straight down that way there? Does it go that way there? If it goes over that way, it's all good. Does it go that way? If it goes that way, we're in trouble. No, we're not in trouble, but that's what we don't want to do. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to see where she goes. And it might be over there, but looks of it. Let's see how he goes, if he finds it or not. Okay, so Sean's just having trouble with the water. It looks like it might be plastic, so we can't locate it. So we'll try the acoustic or GPR afterwards. He's just going to try, have a look at this over here. He's just going to try, there's another water tap just in there, if you can see it. It's an oldie, but you never know. It still might point us in the right direction for where the water goes. We've got the hook onto there. But let me just show you this for a minute. So a little ninja tip for you is what we do to work out, get a building, where the services come in and out and what's to go. So what we do is we literally just walk along and see what we can work out. This is how we are a detective. What we do, we come along here, get over to about here, see what looks like to be like a gas valve, or some type of pipe tapped off there as well. So we'd hook onto that, see where that went. Looks like there's a water pipe there. What looks at that? Coming off, another water pipe there, sewer over here. So you walk through, what we do, you hook on each one of them and see where they're all going. There's another pipe in there coming out, looks like it's turning over through there. looks like, is that stormwater? Yep. The stormwater going down. Now it goes down to the tank, but it used to go down into that, so there could be a stormwater pipe coming over this way through here. So we'll work out where that guy goes. So this is where it takes time, because you're going through and finding all these. Now mind you, none of these might be going over there. And I mean, it's a fair drop, so that might all be out of the way. But you still need to double check, still need to confirm where are they going. Come around this side. More sewer. Where do these go? There's water there as well, but that all goes into the inside, underneath the building. Now over here, this looks to be like a gas pipe. The big one is a gas pipe. Comms. Here we are. Some PMGs back in the day. This is Telstra. This will be the comms. Actually, there it is. There's your telephone cable just there. Cobweb around it. There's your water again. So that water there is that going over to the other tap that we're trying to locate right now. I'll go tell Sean about this tap in a minute, so he can try hooking on here one after he hooks onto there. If he has no luck locating over there, he might have luck here. What have we got behind here? What's hidden? Oh, there we go. There's the gas meter. And okay. So that is the gas meter there, and that's where I was right. That pipe there is the gas pipe. So it looks like the gas is out of the area. The gas coming in from the street, will be coming that way there. What else we got around the front here? Let's go for a walk, see what we've got. Sometimes there could be services around here that could still go around to the back. Okay, so there's more sewer over there. That's a sewer pit we had looking before, we got told about before. Irrigation I can see. So this is what we generally do. We walk along and see what there could be. Here we are, power. So yeah, that is what we literally do. I'll be looking around like this as we're walking, trying to find any little sign that a service could be coming in or out of a building. Of course, at a school like this, it's even harder when there's multiple buildings across different streets. I'll show what I mean. You've got the tennis courts there and the building there. That's one thing, but you've also got another building there and another building there. And we already know that there's an optic fibre from that building there crossing over to this building here. They think it goes over through there and then back up through this way here, but we don't know. So that is what we're trying to find. And to make it harder, what they've done is instead of coming up on the wall, which they do at some places, they've come internal. So I've already been inside, and I've already seen where the optic fibre comes up in the comms room, and I can see where it comes up there, and it goes from there. We know, and I reckon I've seen a pit where it comes from at the other building, but what we need to do is we need to go over to there, hook into it, lift up the pit, put a rod up it, and then see where that goes. So yeah, definitely makes it harder when there's multiple different buildings at different streets on different areas. But hey, I love hard jobs. It's challenging, but it's a good feeling when you finish at the end. Alright guys, so take a look at this. So, looks like a normal fence, all nice, all good. But have a look in here. You can see her, there she is. See the water pipe? Hidden away in there. So that pipe there goes down and goes along there, right up to the end past the car. Only because we happened to see the pipe and followed along, see where it was going, that we found it. Bit of a hidden pipe there. I don't know the last time they used it. It doesn't look like it's been used for a while. Alright, so that water pipe that we saw earlier, I've been following it along, goes along there, comes to there. See the water pipe just there? There's this pipe up here. So it comes down there, and there she is there. See the water pipe there? In there. Sean has he's already tried to locate it, and it goes, see the blue dots there? Stops just there. So I wouldn't be surprised this tree. I wouldn't be surprised, look at the size of that tree. This is a biggie. That's gone and broken the water pipe just there. Let's see, let's go walk around, have a look and see what he's found on the other side. And also, I just noticed something else. So you got stormwater coming out. So we know for a fact there's definitely stormwater coming up through this way here. So we could always rod that, see where that goes. Okay, so that water pipe that we were doing before, see it going through, stops right there. See the blue dots? That's where Sean has located it to. Can't get it past the tree, which tells me the tree has broken the pipe. then come out with this other end. Okay, so see that water pipe there? He's hooked onto there. So it goes along, turns, goes that way, up through here, and then it must turn and go underneath there, because that pretty much, yep, dead straight lines up with the tree. So I wouldn't be surprised they've replaced it through here where the tree is. And let's just see. There's the answer. Guys, remember how I just said the hard part between buildings is trying to find surfaces that go in between the two buildings? Well, take a look at this. We've just found, we've found where the Telstra comes, the optic and so forth comes from this side of the road to the other side of the road. Come have a look at this. So there it is right there. That's the optic going across it. So we're hooked onto the copper cables because they're in the same conduit, but it's the optic fibre and copper both going across the road. Alright, so I found the optic fibre, it goes along there, comes along here, stays along here, under here. Let's go for a walk, see where we got it to. And there she is there. And good, he's marked it, going right across the road. So what do you reckon came in first? The optic fibre or the car park? What do you reckon was installed first? Keen thinking music right about now. Alright, time's up. What did you guess? Car park or optic fibre? Let me show you. Okay, easy way to tell what came in first is from this. So the optic fibre is there. Let's go for a walk and see where it is. No cars. Optic fibre is there, so the dots there. And have a look at this. Comes in right there, there, turns. There it is on this side, directly underneath that post. How have they not hit that when they put the post in? I'll have to find out from Sean how deep it was. Oh, hang on, there we go. 400 deep. Oh, they would have hit that for sure. How deep do you reckon this thing is? Don't know how deep the fence post is, but that optic fibre is directly where that fence post is. So the answer is they installed the optic fibre first. There wasn't a car park here before that. I kind of cheated a bit because I actually knew the car park wasn't here first. I spoke to the computer guy before. He's the one that told us that there is an optic fibre between the two buildings, even though we couldn't get access to it or we couldn't see it out from the coming from the walls. So actually this goes back to what I said earlier. This is why we ask everyone that has worked in the area or knows the area of what other services they know that are out here. But anyway, the fact is the optic. So again, whoever put the fence in didn't get locators or didn't know that the optic was there. Have a look at where I actually found it. So it's coming up through there, 400 mil deep, 400 mil deep, 300 mil deep. Comes up, keeps coming. Oh yeah, there we go there. And that's where it turns in. And then goes into building that way. Good. So, where they're working, it would be good. It would be out of the way of their works. But I might tell them, see if they want us to draw this on a plan for them, or if they can come and do it themselves. But it would be good for them to know in the future where the optic is, or even maybe even dig down and double check that they haven't damaged it. It is in conduit, so hopefully the optic's alright. Another little tip for you, if you know that you've crushed a telephone cable or a data cable, an optic fibre cable, but your internet still works, all good. If the internet starts to slow down, then the issue is that you've damaged the cable. So while you still might have some data through, the connectivity might have dropped right down low. And that, we've come across a few jobs where they've gone and they've crushed the cable basically. So it still works, but a lot slower than what it should work. I'm going to move because it's a bit windy here, so I'm not sure how much of this you're hearing. As I said, I am on the iPad today instead of the camera because the camera is broken again. Oh my god. Time to buy some better cameras, I think. Or actually, good cameras. What do you reckon, guys? Should I buy a GoPro? I'm not keen on the GoPro because of the image you get from it at a wide angle, but let's I'll put it out to the community. Leave some comments below. GoPro, yes or no? Just say below, GoPro yes, GoPro no. I'm not liking the camera I've got at the moment. I love the camera's unreal, but I hate how fragile it is. Anyway, I'm on a rant again. Let's keep doing some more locating. So there's a sewer there. See underneath the white conduit? The white conduit is sewer. Plan says it used to come down from there, go straight across there where they're working, but we've worked out that all this has been changed, and now the sewer comes from there down back in and then along that pipe that I showed you underneath the building. What we'd like to know is where does it come from there? Does it come straight across? Does it come straight across from there, straight to the old sewer? Or have they updated it also and goes down on angle? Either way, it's away from where they're digging, so it's okay. But it would be nice to know. We can always put a camera down it if we have to. Talk to the client and explain that to them. Alright, might do some radar work now and see how we go with the radar. Okay guys, so interesting one out here. The radar, Grand Patron radar. No go up here, didn't have any luck locating anything up here. Even, let me show you. Even the stuff that we know is in the area. So we know for a fact there is optic fibre and communication cables, copper cables in there. Could not see that at all. The radar was just terrible in this area. The radar could not see anything. However, when I was down there, I used the radar down there and it was beautiful. Could see it really, really nice. So obviously they've redone, they've ripped up the soil in there, put new turf down, new foundation, and made the soil a lot better, and that made it a lot easier to see. Of course, there was nothing in there, so I didn't see any services in there. In here was where I wanted to see it, where I wanted to find stuff. Radar, terrible. So it's just one of those jobs where radar's either good or bad. You know, sometimes where it will work, sometimes where it won't work. But at least I knew within 10 minutes of getting it out that no go up here. But it's not the radar's fault. The radar itself works fine. I can prove that because within 10 meters of the area over there, it worked good. It's just over here, it didn't work any good because of the soil conditions. That's it. Alright guys, we're nearly finished out here now. Just going to find a couple more things, just double check, just triple check that we found them right and there's nothing else here. And then we'll have to hack it up. Alright, let's keep going. You know what annoys me about these sort of jobs is that we've got nothing to show for it. We found a optic fibre cable just in there. Actually, let me show you this water pipe that I found. So what I was saying is we've found an optic fibre, and which is good. They didn't know exactly where it was, so that was good. We've confirmed there's nothing else there, but it's just annoying when there's not much to show. We've been here for a fair few hours and there's not really much I can show for it. Have a look at this guy though. So, water meter was in there. That was one that Sean tried to locate earlier. It's plastic going back into the building, so we can't find that. But coming out here, it's weird. So there's an old pipe coming over and stopping there. So this used to be an old residence, as I said earlier on. It's an old, very old building. The whole area is old. So there's all sorts of stuff in the ground. But yeah, water pipe stops there. But there's another one that crosses the road, well, it goes over to the road. And then, initially I thought it went down the street and that way there. I've now got it also going up that way there. I reckon, so let me, my car, so I'm not going to get run over, am I? So the water main itself runs right down the middle of the road here. The water main is in the middle of the road. I wouldn't be surprised. There is an old water main on this side of the road, and I reckon this is coming over and either teen into it, or they've replaced it with plastic a little bit in there. So there's a pipe through there, but yeah, that's something we didn't expect, and we've now found. Not that they're working over here, but I just wanted to double check it didn't go back into where they're working. So that was why I located that. Sean is, can you see him? No, you can't see him in there. He's just writing up the paperwork. These flies have been a pain today. He's just writing up the paperwork for the client of everything we've done, everything we've tried to locate, and everything we've found. So the only issue they've got now, which we're going to put back on them, is the sewer, that we can't locate where the sewer goes, the sewer pipe. We're sure the current one is out of the area of works. The old one is the issue. Do they still want to locate the old one? If they do, we'll get a camera out here and we'll jet the pipe and then put a camera down it. If they don't, then they're all good. Guys, I hope you've had a better day. I shouldn't say that. It's not been a bad day. It's been a good day out here. We've accomplished a lot, I think. Found where everything goes, helped them out. So yeah, I think that's a good day's work. I am hot though. It's been a hot day and it's been a few hours, so I'm going to go home. Might have a few beers and call it a night after I return phone calls and everything I've missed from today. Guys, you take care. Hope you've all had a lovely day, and we'll catch you on the next job.